Hello everyone, Cami here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be setting up my October budget in my new plum paper planner. So I think I will have the plum paper planner unboxing before this video, so go check that one out. And I also closed out my September budget with my EC, so now we're moving on to October. I may post this pretty late because I am just filming this on the last day of September, so I'm pretty behind on things, but we're trying to get back into it. But this is what my plum paper looks like. It's, you know, pink. It has my Simply Cami. I love it. So I am just kind of nervous about the paper because it is kind of smooth, so there might be some smearing in this video. We're just gonna get over it. So mine started in October and I did get the colored version, the 7x9. I put some sticky notes to help me figure things out on what to put, but this is going to be my debt tracker. I know on my September closeout I mentioned that this is going to be like a highlights type of thing, but I think my highlights will be this page right here, the page before the new month starts. I think that will be really good, and this debt tracker, since we're focusing on debt, will be like the main course of the meal, you know, like the main like segregated section of the notebook. This is going to be where my debt tracker goes, and I usually do my debt trackers on the next month on the 7th, so that's when all of my payments have gone through and all of the interests have been taken down. The next page I already set up, so this kind of looks weird to me, but this is my budget kit that I do sell on my Etsy shop, and I will have them soon on my Shopify shop, on my own shop. I already laid these out because I feel like you don't really need to see me putting down stickers such as this. So this is what mine's gonna look like for the plum paper version of this, because it's not much alterations, because I just had to like lower this to 1 inch and then kind of shorten this version. And actually these budget expense stickers fit perfectly on these boxes because they don't fit correctly on the EC. If you guys have noticed on my previous budget, like right here, they don't fit perfectly. There's like slight excess on that, but they fit perfectly here, so I can adjust my build use and stuff to the right size. So I should have that available on my Shopify account on October 15th. That's my main goal, but that's just an estimate. Don't quote me on that. But I do have my tracker here. I did use the snap-in coils from EC to kind of help me have this here because they don't work. And then I have my legend right here with my noseband and also my totals that I do at the end of the month. So like I said, I won't be doing check-ins on camera anymore, but I will do them behind camera just to kind of help me keep on track of things. But today we're gonna set up everything. We're gonna do the October budget. I'm just grabbing my whiteout. So we're gonna do this really quickly because I know I am setting up a lot of pages. I'm not gonna do the lines. I will do that behind the scene, like I won't show you guys. But I will actually use my stickers from my Etsy shop. If you're interested, you can still get them, but I think I'm gonna use this washi right here. I just really love the October colors that I have set up for my shop. I feel like it's very fall-like. I'm kind of nervous about this paper, honestly. It's just because I feel like they show through, like I can see through the dots that I put there, so I'm pretty nervous. We'll see how this goes. And then I'm gonna grab my October budget sheet that looks like this, and then I think I'm just gonna put that over there. That one looks fine. It's kind of slanted, but we're not gonna worry about it. So I did set up my September budget similar, and I think October will be a lot better as far as like budgeting for us, and it's gonna be less confusing for you guys because I felt like I confused you a lot on my September. I haven't uploaded my September closeout as of right now that I'm filming it, so hopefully I get a pretty alright feedback and not too confusing, you know. So I'm just gonna leave 2 spaces here, maybe 3 actually. I'm gonna try to leave 3 just in case. I'm gonna try to leave 4, okay? Just because September didn't really go as planned, so I'm just preparing for the worst as far as like my budgeting errors, because I do get those. I'm not perfect, and I do try to see what's working for us right now as far as a family goes, but it's gonna work out. So here I just put like paycheck 1, 2. So we have 2 paychecks that I am estimating for October, and I'm possibly gonna put here my Etsy income or Shopify income on here. If that ever ends up happening, great, but if not, I'm just gonna move them all up or just leave them alone like this, or probably fill them up with washi. So I'm not gonna put a washi in the middle. Usually I do, but we're trying to see how everything goes, so I'm just gonna go straight to the fixed and variable expenses. So I think for fixed right here, I'm still gonna go with the same estimates of September, because that's pretty much like a solid budget for us as far as our whole budget goes. So that's like a pretty standard thing that we are trying to get every month, which is 2,200 of income and divided into the certain aspects that we kind of categorized. So if something changes along the way, I can make that changes in future, but for right now it's almost all the same. So I actually have my September right here just to kind of reference everything. See, this one should change because before it was 541 because that includes my student loans, but I'm not paying my student loans right now because it's in forbearance, and I'm trying to focus everything in my Firestone, which is our car air conditioner credit card that we used. And a lot of you guys have suggested that I could use that extra $75 into like maybe the Firestone payment or the debt, and that's what I'm doing. I just don't specifically put it on there like extra debt payment, because what my husband and I like to do is after the month is over, we're gonna look at our savings. Like we save money every paycheck, and then at the end of the month we're gonna look at the entire savings for the month, and then we divide them into like extra debt payment and extra emergency fund, because we don't have an emergency fund yet and we're trying to get there, because we do need an estimate of $3,000 of emergency fund, $1,000 for each of us, which is me, my husband, and my baby. So that's our goal for savings right now. And I know a lot of you guys are like Dave Ramsey followers, and he believes in just like paying off debt and do the baby step. I don't know, I'm not that familiar with it, but I'm just not interested in that. I've looked into it a little bit, not so much, but I really like the Budget Mom. She's who I follow because she understands that emergencies do happen, and if emergencies happen and then you're trying to pay off debt and you don't have an emergency fund, then you're gonna dip into that debt again. I would rather have the emergency fund and having the satisfaction of not dipping into my debt again and going back into it, because that rabbit hole is hard to get out of, and we're trying to get out of it. So that's where we're planning $3,000 in emergency fund, and then whatever we decide on the debt, I will tell you guys how much we're gonna give off as a extra debt payment at the end of the month. So just to clarify, so 541 minus 75 equals 466. So that's our budgeted amount for debt. 466, and then phone should still be 137. For insurance, this is actually not 122, it's 123, because last time it was 122 point something, I forgot. So I need to up this up by $1. 123. So I'm trying to like adjust as I go and see how everything works. So that's okay. And gas is still gonna be 100, and subscriptions is gonna be $28, and that's just for Netflix and Hulu. And then internet, so this is $62, and that is still correct. It's like 61.75 I think last time. I hope you guys can see that. And rent is $200. So like I said, I'm not gonna do the lines because I will just do that off camera, because I just don't want this to be super long and too much to edit. Honestly, I'm trying to cut down editing times because I have a lot of these videos at the end of the month and the beginning of the month. transitioning from one month to the other. There's just too much going on, and I just don't have all the time in the world to edit anymore. I do like editing though. Like I could probably like have that as a job if it was like a thing that people would want to do. Like if they don't want to do it, I would love to edit videos all day. I don't mind it at all. It's like relaxing, and I'm like a perfectionist. I take out the ums, the ands, every kind of small little quirks when it comes to my videos. But this one, it's gonna be for food. Hopefully I don't have a lot of alterations when it comes to October like I did September. Just want to be peacefully doing everything correctly. So I have $460 as my budgeted, which is usually $100 every week for groceries and then $60 for the whole month with the dining out. That's like a challenge for us because we eat out a lot, so we mix everything on the food. That also includes household items. I just don't like to write so much about it. And I also include either if my baby's diapers and wipes are, you know, I need more and her baby fund doesn't cover them all, I'm gonna pull that from the food or the miscellaneous. I'm not like super strict on categories. I will pull from where I can instead of having an unbudgeted. Hopefully our allowance will get filled for all of us this month, because last month we only got $30 each. So our plan is to have $100 each, and I'm actually gonna put $50 of my allowance back to my business. I know that's kind of like counterproductive, but I'm trying to invest on certain things, certain products that I want to be released soon with my shop, so that's why I'm doing that. So hopefully kind of help cash flow everything as far as like investing. I call it investing on myself, on my shop, because I do believe it's gonna be pretty okay, hopefully. It's kind of like a gamble. And then sinking funds, this is still the same, $230. And then unbudgeted, I still don't have a cushion for this because I just don't have that in my budget right now to put a cushion in our unbudgeted. But so far we've been really good with not having any, so hopefully that stays the same. And then I mean, I don't really need to put lines here, maybe, I don't know, maybe. And then here I'm actually gonna put a washi. For the washi, I think I'm gonna use this one. And I do plan to have on my Shopify, I know I talk about it a lot lately, but I'm just so excited to have it. But I'm gonna have some stuff cheaper than they are on my Etsy, and then I will close Etsy a couple of days after I release my Shopify. And we'll see how it goes. I'm not saying I'm not gonna open my Etsy back up again, because if my Shopify tanks, I'm going back to Etsy. I'm taking a risk, and I'm stressing about it. I'm an overthinker, and it's not going well for me on these nights. Like I can't sleep some nights. Just nervous about things. And then here I like to put my summary. So I put fixed. Sorry if you can hear my neighbor. I don't even care if they can hear me. And then variable right here. Oh my gosh, I spelled that wrong. You know what? It's fine. Variable. And then I'm gonna get this strip right here. I feel like October is gonna be so much better than September. I just know it. And then income. So for fixed, we are gonna tally all of this up so we can help ourselves. This is kind of nerve-wracking because I know September didn't do as well as I thought it would. Paycheck 1, and that includes mine and my husband's. I'm not gonna put the date yet, or maybe I should. Okay, so for October, paycheck 1 is gonna be on the 8th. But I will film this on a Friday, which is the 9th, and then it gets uploaded on a Sunday, which is the 10th. So that's when you guys are gonna see my first cash envelope stuffing. So I already made a mistake, so my budgeted for that is $1,100. Looks a little bit rough, but that's okay. And then for paycheck 2, that's gonna be on the 22nd. and you're gonna see the video on the 25th. That's my paycheck to cash stuffing, and again that's gonna be 1,100. I'm just gonna put Cami here, or simply Cami, and that is my business, anything related to my business. So I don't know where I left off because the trash people came by, and you can hear everything in our little apartment, but I was just saying, so if ever we're short on this amount right here, I will fill that up with my shop, as well as I'm gonna try to put some income from my shop to our income to pay off some debt this month, some extra debt payoff, but I'm not gonna bet too much on that because I am trying to move into a different website and I just don't know the traffic or how it's gonna do. Honestly don't know, and not knowing is kind of freaking me out, but anything that needs to be supplemented with this, I will use my Etsy or Shopify income, if that makes sense. I'm gonna put 2,200. This is what I'm gonna put here because I don't want to put an amount for my shop because I just feel pressured if I do. So I hope you guys understand. I'm not trying to hide anything. And if you don't like sharing your shop income, that's totally fine. And I don't share my entire income because there's such things like taxes, and then there's business expenses, there's subscriptions I do have now that I have Shopify, and it just doesn't get all shared because there's just a lot of variables when it comes to having a shop. I'm just gonna put a set income in there at the end maybe, or I will tell you guys if I ever had to supplement on our day jobs. But here I'm just gonna put fixed, so we're gonna add all of these up. So here we have 466 plus 137 plus 123 plus 120 plus 28 plus 62 plus 200 is 1,136. So this pen actually isn't bad on the paper, so I am actually loving this now because it's so smooth, and I'm not gonna try to smudge it, but I don't think it smudges. It didn't react the way I thought it was gonna react, so I'm pretty happy about that. So we're gonna do our variable expenses now. So we have 460. Sorry if you can see my face through my phone or my camera, but it's okay. You're gonna see my pudgy face. So where we at? We're at the food plus allowance is 300 plus 230. So this one stayed the same, and then we're just gonna add those two up. Fixed and variable 1,136 plus 990 equals to 2,126. And my income, my estimated income is 2,200. So I'm just gonna do 2,200 minus 2,126. So there should be a leftover of $74 aside from all the other leftovers that we'll have. And then just like color coordinating things. I feel like my husband's gonna be home soon because I filmed like 3 videos today and I still don't have enough time in the world to finish all of the stuff that I need to finish. And here I'm just gonna put 2 dots. This is for savings, or yeah, I'm just gonna put 3 actually. So this is gonna be like total and amount, and then I'm gonna make this one savings and then this one extra debt payoff. I am done with lining everything up and I want to show you guys how everything looks. This is looking the same because we're gonna do that next month on November 7th. My September one should be up on October 7th, or it should be up on October 8th, I guess, because I film it on October 7th. So that's when I do my debt update. And this is the whole monthly layout where I track my expenses with my budget expense stickers. And then I do have my October budget here. I think I really like this. I really like this planner, is what I'm saying here. I like the paper. Was kind of iffy about it at first, but I like it. And I like that it's so much more brighter, like brighter white. I think it makes the kits pop out more, like the color. And then I have my expenses right here. And then this is meant for paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. And then I actually had to add another like week 5 right here because I didn't realize, like, since I track my check-ins from Wednesday to Tuesday, it has 5 weeks, kind of 5 weeks, because the 31st kind of ends on a Saturday. So I am tracking that till the 31st. And then I have my spending tracker and then another spending tracker. So I do have like one more extra page. So I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I know this is for the highlights for next month. So I have one more extra page. So I'm glad that I got to utilize all of these pages. And I can't wait for the cash stuffing. So thank you guys so much for watching this lengthy video. But I hope you guys enjoyed and kind of did your monthly setup as well with me. But I will see you on my next video. Bye!